Reading 3, Victorian Adventure. Biff and Chip had been to London with Gran. They had some pictures which they put into a scrapbook. They wanted to take the books to school. Gran came into Biff's room to look at the children's scrapbook. We had a great time in London, said Biff. Thank you, said Gran. Gran was pleased. Suddenly, the magic key glowed. It was time for an adventure. The magic took the children into the little house. But did it take Gran? The magic took them back in time to a street on a foggy day. A boy was standing under a gas lamp. He looked at the children in surprise. Excuse me, said Biff. Do you know where we are? Don't you know, said the boy. This is London. He took his cap off. It wasn't a boy. It was a girl. I'm called Vicky, said the girl. I'm called Vicky after the Queen. What Queen? asked Biff. Queen Victoria, said Vicky. Don't you know anything? I'm hungry, said Vicky. Have you got any money? No, sorry, said the children. Come on, then, said Vicky. I know where we can get some. Follow me. They followed Vicky down the winding street. At last, they came to a blacksmith's. The blacksmith was looking at the horse roof. The horse needed a new shoe. Got any job, mister? asked Vicky. I'll give you a penny to pump the bellows, said the blacksmith. The children pumped and pumped until the fires glowed hot. It was the hard work. The children were cold and thirsty. Vicky took them to a pump and everyone had a drink. Then Vicky pumped the water and the children washed their face. The children were hungry. Vicky took them to a baker's shop. She bought some bread with the penny. She gave some to Biff, Chip, and Kipper. The bread was hot and it smelled good. Next, Vicky took them to a street with a high wall. A boy called Jack was waiting there. He looked at Biff, Chip, and Kipper. Who are they? He asked. They're my new friends, she said. They all climbed on the wall. They had to help Kipper up. They could see a big house. It's Buckingham Palace, said Biff. We saw it when we went to London with Gran. Suddenly, a light flashed at the window. It flashed on and off. It was flashing at Jack and Vicky. Jack had a lamp. She shone back. Good, she said. Come on, follow me. The children jumped off to the wall and ran to the palace. Keep down, called Jack, and run fast. Someone opened a window and they all ran towards it. There were 3 children inside. They were the grandchildren of Queen Victoria. They're staying with the Queen, but isn't much fun for them, said Vicky. We come to play with them every night. The Queen's grandchildren looked at Biff, Chip, and Kipper. They are my new friends, said Vicky. They have come to play tonight. Great, now we can have some real fun, said one of the grandchildren. The children played together. First, they played hide and seek. Then they played tag. After that, they played hopscotch. Biff and Chip taught them how to play basketball. This is a good game, said one of the grandchildren. How did you learn to play it? We saw it on television, said Chip. Oh, what? asked Jack. Oh, never mind, said Chip. It's fun playing in palace, said Kipper. But will we see Queen Victoria? I hope not, said Vicky. We shouldn't be here. If grown-ups find out, there will be trouble. At that moment, a grown-up came in and saw them. Oh no, said everyone. Trouble. The grown-ups were very cross. They were cross with all the children. I told you there would be trouble, said Vicky. The royal grandchildren were sent to bed. The policeman came to take the others away. "This is a serious matter," said the policeman. "You are not allowed to play with the Queen's grandchildren. Come along with me." The children were taken to a police station. They are locked up. "You can't go home until we find your mothers and fathers," said the policeman. "Oh no," said Biff. "We'll be here forever." "I don't like this adventure," said Kipper. "It isn't much fun." He wanted the magic key to glow, but it wouldn't. The next day, an important man came to see the children. "The Queen has sent for you," he said. "Come with me." The policeman let them out. The important man took them to Buckingham Palace. "Do we think we are going to have our head chopped off?" said Kipper. Gran was having tea with Queen Victoria. "Gran," said Chip, "what are you doing in our adventure?" "I'm having an adventure of my own," said Gran. Queen Victoria looked at all the children and smiled. "Your grandmother has told me that you're good children," she said. "You can play with my grandchildren and stay to tea." The children played in the throne room. They had a sack race. "Come on, Beef," called the Gran. "Come on, Vicky," called the Queen. "This is fun," everyone said. "You can have one more race," said the Queen, "and then it will be time for tea. I hope you like scones and homemade strawberry jam." The magic key began to glow. It was time for the adventure to end. "Goodbye," said Kipper. "Thank you for having us." "It was a pleasure," said Queen Victoria. "Do come again."